my name is Coach Lisa, and I'm the owner of Diamond Academy Elite Softball Training Facility in Westwood, New Jersey. Today I want to talk to you guys about a couple issues that come up with players that are the most common that I've seen over the years. As a former collegiate player, collegiate coach, and trainer for the past 8 years, I've seen probably every issue that you can see in the swing. So right now I wanted to tackle the issue of players pulling their head out. It's probably the most common, along with players dipping their shoulder. And some reasons that this happens is the player, number one, usually wants to see their hit when they're younger. They want to see where the ball goes off their bat before they actually create the hit. So in training, I always tell my players, create the hit first before you see where it goes. Another reason this happens is sometimes with the power of a swing, a really powerful swing and a really powerful batter will pull their head out on the momentum of their body moving. So it's a little hard for them to keep their head in with their power throwing them out. So some drills that you can do that I want to share with you are very basic, and all you really need is a tee. A tee should be a player's best friend when developing their swing, as opposed to any type of toss that can simply mess them up. So one of the basic things that I like to do with the players is to explain why their head should be in. I like to take my hand, put it down directly in front of me, and tell a player to look straight down. A lot of times the most common phrase is coaches saying, keep your head down, keep your head down. It doesn't click with a young player sometimes. You have to get more detailed. So what I like to do is keep your cheek to your shoulder. So I'll have my hand, and I will have my player do this as well, and put it right down, straight down in front of me. And I'll ask them, can you see how far your hand is from the ground? Most of the time, they can't see how far it is. But when I get really, really detailed and have them take a step back, put their cheek on their shoulder, as their head should be when the ball is coming in at contact point, they say that they can really see better how far their hand is from the ground. They have a better view of the height of their hand away from the ground. Same thing when the ball is coming in on the pitch. After you describe this to the player, it clicks a little bit more of how important it is for their cheek to be towards their shoulder. That works more. So please explain that first instead of just yelling and saying to them in the game, head down, head down. Sometimes it doesn't work with young players. So one thing that I like to always do with my players is to set up a bright orange cone in front of the tee. Put a ball on the cone, or you can even ask them, what's your favorite color? And at the facility here, what we do is we have an array of different colored balls. We'll go literally get that color and put it here. Young players like it. It works a little bit more. You have to think like a young athlete when you're training a younger athlete. But even the older ones, they do need some type of trigger to help them keep their head in. So, bright orange cone, basic softball, for them to keep seeing that softball. Ball on the tee. After every single swing that your player takes, you're going to have them look down at the ball on the cone. So, hands up, they're going to drive, and their cheek is more on their shoulder, locking their head in. Another thing that works is have them freeze after they swing. At the facility, we probably yell freeze every other swing because it really helps them see where their head should be. After you have them freeze, it'll get their head a little bit more used to being in the zone because they'll feel it for a split second as opposed to just rushing through the drill. Going through a drill quick, honestly, is pointless and it's a waste of time. So break it down. It's like lifting weights too fast. It's not as important as it is to do it slow and do it the right way. So number one is keeping their head on the cone. Another thing that we do here at the facility is we really interact with our players and our athletes and have them say in after they swing and freeze. So they're here, they're swinging, whether it's a toss, whether it's tee, and they're saying in, to reinforce that their head should be in. So two really, really important things that they can do when they train. Another thing that they can do, and some of the Some of my girls on staff here that have played at very high levels of collegiate softball have bite their shirt, and have done it for many, many years. Do it in games as well. Bite their shirt here on the right side if they're a righty, and with that bite, they swing, and their head is in and their shirt keeps them tight in the zone. Same thing could be done for soft toss, any type of toss. Just one more little thing that we can do is, as a coach, if your player's here swinging, you can be over here, and after every swing, clap. In. It gets their attention. In. They're swinging. In. And you're just reinforcing head in. A couple lessons should be based just on keeping the athlete's head in because it's such an important issue. So again, ball on the cone, cheek to shoulder. Get detailed with them. Don't just say head down. Biting their shirt and giving a big loud clap to keep their head in. Also have them say the word in after they take their swing. I would definitely dedicate a couple lessons to just this issue alone because it is very, very big. Remember, create the hit before you even dare look at it. If a player says, "Why am I looking down after you hit?" explain it's not looking down necessarily as important as it is to keep your head and the weight of your head in the zone. Describe it like an anchor on a ship. However much your head weighs, keep it in to keep your body in the zone. Once this comes out, you're out. There goes your power. So tell them, head in, and create the hit. And as long as that's head in, you can look wherever you want with your eyes to see that ball fly off the bat and see that double extension through the ball after contact point. So try this at home. Do this with your athletes. And at Diamond Academy here, we don't try to hide our drills and our techniques because we want all athletes to get better and practice on their own. So we love to share our knowledge with all athletes out there. That's it. Enjoy. Keep your head in. Ciao.